My biggest success, the way I was answering the question is I looked at all my successes and I can't really find out the biggest one per se, but I can attribute all my successes to three things that I came up with. And those three things are faith, direction, and willingness. And that's just what it all came down to. So I realized that I had to, when I thought back to all the successes from graduating top of my class in high school, first of all, being like I had leadership positions all the way up until now. So looking at those successes, graduating top of my class in high school, and then coming to college, doing great in college, and then graduating, getting my master's degree, being a school counselor overseas, doing pop-up shops, doing t-shirts. Like, it's just a lot. And I think that, not to brag, but I just really attribute that to faith. First of all, my faith is rooted in God because I grew up in the church. And like what Monte was saying, family is heavily rooted in my foundation to where I excel, because that's one thing that I always heard in my home is that, like, my dad will always tell me, I'm doing this so you can do better than me, so you can have better, so you can acquire things that I couldn't acquire. And so there was my faith in God, and then my faith in God allowed me to see who I was in God and allowed me to see how powerful I was. And so when it came to seeing things and envisioning what I wanted to be, what I defined success as, that was the first step. And then it became direction. What do I want to do with this power that I found? And then it became a willingness. Once I found that I have power, once I found what I want to do, am I willing to make the sacrifice to do it? So if I'm willing, then you see the success. And then if I'm not willing, then we'll talk about that later.